One day, Asagi suddenly asked Kawaku to teach him how to be cooler. This was because Fuji had recently talked about the appeal of cool guys, and Asagi decided to interview Kawaku, who had a reputation as a dominant CEO type. Kawaku immediately wrote down his personal insights on how to play the role. Asagi followed the script Kawaku provided, but something felt off. Later, Fuji took Asagi to a karaoke bar, saying he needed some reference photos. However, calling Kawaku's quotes. Meanwhile, Fuji instructed him to do various poses, and Asagi obediently followed. Like when Fuji asked for a barefoot shot, Asagi instantly removed his shoes. Fuji, having already noticed Asagi imitating Kawaku, effortlessly lifted Asagi's legs onto his shoulders and demonstrated what a real dominant role should be like. Hearing that Fuji had a tight deadline, Asagi went to help him and even stuck a handcuff sticker on his manuscript. Since this manga was a collaboration with other authors, Fuji had even bought real handcuffs for reference. Seeing Asagi's curiosity, Fuji couldn't resist messing with him and casually cuffed Asagi's hand. Unfortunately, Fuji needed to fax his manuscript immediately, and they couldn't find the key. The two had no choice but to go outside while still handcuffed together. At one point, a car passed by, and Asagi instinctively pulled Fuji into his arms to prevent him from getting grazed. However, Asagi had pulled too hard, leaving red marks on Fuji's wrist. Feeling guilty, Asagi fussed over him, thinking about how important Fuji's hands were. Fuji took Asagi to the store, where he bought the handcuffs, intending to get a spare key. But when they arrived, they realized the toy handcuffs had a safety release button all along. Later, Asagi found his old sports wristbands and decided to give one to Fuji to cover the marks. However, he accidentally gave him a used one. To his surprise, Fuji kept it anyway. Meanwhile, Kawaku was feeling chilly in just a dress shirt. The bar staff suggested holding a uniform swap event to entertain the guests. When new female customers saw Kawaku dressed in a perfectly tailored suit, they loved the contrast. Fuji, on the other hand, wore Sue's bartender uniform. However, as a natural bartender, every time she moved, the jacket slipped off her shoulders. Sue, wearing Kawaku's shirt, transformed from his usual prince image into a mischievous wolf pup. Since the bar became busier, Sue had to work several consecutive days. A few days later, she noticed something was off and immediately called Tokaiwa to bring fever medicine. When Tokaiwa arrived, Sue was still holding on, pretending to be fine. But the moment Tokaiwa touched her, he realized her temperature was abnormally high. In the end, Tokaiwa carried Sue home. Before leaving, Tokaiwa rang the doorbell to hand Sue some cooling patches, finding that the door was slightly open and Sue collapsed at the entrance. Without hesitation, Tokaiwa picked her up and put her on the couch. A quick temperature check, 38.5 C. Sue, who hated showing weakness, remained silent. Tokaiwa couldn't help but laugh. "Does this mean I've seen a rare side of you?"